Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we're making popcorn, but not just any type of popcorn. This is Christmas crunch popcorn. It's filled with Christmas goodness, it's salty and sweet and perfect to snack on while you're having a Christmas movie night or doing something festive like wrapping a bunch of presents. So if you would like to learn how to make this, then let's get started. The first thing we need is popcorn. You can either buy a bag if that's easier, or you can make your own. All you need is a large pot with a lid, popping corn kernels and a little bit of oil. Measure out half a cup of the popping corn kernels. These are great to have on hand because they last for such a long time in an airtight container. Place a large pot over high heat and add a tablespoon of oil. A trick I've learnt to know if the pot is hot enough to add the kernels is to place 2 to 3 in first and wait for them all to pop. Once they've all popped, it's hot enough to add the corn kernels. Place on the lid and give it a good shake to make sure the popping corn is all covered in oil and well distributed. This should only take about a minute or so to pop. You'll know when to take it off the heat when the popping slows down. If you leave it much longer, the popped pieces can easily burn. Leave the lid on until the popping completely finishes, then pour it into a large mixing bowl. Season with a little bit of salt and leave to cool. While the popcorn is cooling, we're going to get the rest of the ingredients ready. In a bowl, pour out some pretzels. I'm using the pretzel twists. You can use these or the pretzel sticks. I'm breaking quite a few up and leaving some holes so there's a variety of sizes. The pretzels add a good crunch and saltiness to the popcorn. Add all the pretzel pieces to the same bowl as the popcorn. And now to add the Christmassy part to this popcorn, some candy canes. These can either be cut up with a sharp knife like I'm doing, or they can be crushed into smaller pieces. You want the pieces quite small, as candy canes are quite hard to bite into, which if you bit into a very large piece, it could easily hurt your teeth. Once they are chopped up, add them to the mixing bowl. Next is M&Ms, but the Christmas ones. Try and find the peppermint flavour, it'll go so well with this popcorn and candy canes. Add them to the bowl with everything else and give everything a good mix. This is easier to just do with your hands. If you have the same problem as me with your bowl not being large enough, just pour some out into another one. Lastly, to bring everything together, we're going to coat it in some white chocolate. Cut up the white chocolate into smaller pieces, or you can use white chocolate chips. Add it all to a heat-proof bowl. Place over a saucepan of boiling water, making sure that the base of the bowl does not touch the water, and immediately turn the heat off. Give it a few mixes and wait until the chocolate has completely melted and is smooth. Alternatively, you can melt this in the microwave. Begin to drizzle the white chocolate over the popcorn mixture in the mixing bowl and give it a mix. To make this more even, try and do this quite slowly, only drizzling over a small amount of the chocolate at a time. All of the popcorn, pretzels, candy canes and M&Ms will begin to stick together. Continue this until you have used up all of the chocolate. Lay out some non-stick baking paper onto a surface and pour out all the popcorn mix. Spread it out as evenly and as flat as possible and leave it for at least 2 hours for the chocolate to completely set. Once the chocolate has set, break up the pieces and add to a bowl. This is best made in advance as it needs to be left to set. It tastes amazing, a really good mix of salty and sweet. Of course you can make this sort of thing all year round, just take out the candy canes and use regular M&Ms. Let me know if you give this recipe a go, I would love to see a picture of your recreation. If you would like to see more Christmas videos, take a look at this peppermint white hot chocolate recipe. Thank you for watching and I will see you on my next video. Bye!